Hi, Kristen Laddie with directions. Today is November 13th, 2013. Okay, so my funny story involves myself and my 3-year-old. So one day we are going to the grocery store and we get out of the car and we're walking along and there is a woman sitting on the bench. And she obviously works at the grocery store. And so my 3-year-old, who is far from shy, says, "Hey, what's your name?" And she says, "My name's Florence. What's your name?" And he looks confused. He says, "What's your name?" And she says, "Florence. What's your name?" And he says, "My name is Tripp. Richard Allen Laddie III. Tripp." She says, "Well, Tripp, it's nice to meet you." And he says, "What are you doing?" And she says, "I'm sitting here taking a break." "What's that on your head?" And she has a hairnet on her head. And she says, "It's a hairnet." And he says, "What's that for?" And he just looks really confused. And she gives him an explanation about how it's, to keep the hair out of the food. And he still looks a little confused, but then he just kind of stands there and he seems satisfied with it. So he says, "Okay, bye." And he turns around and he walks away. And I'm thinking, whew, okay, we escaped an embarrassing moment. That went well. Okay, good. And he takes a few steps and he turns back around to her and he says, "Are you a boy or a girl?" and I'm shocked. And she says, "Well, I'm a girl. But it must be my deep voice. That's what it is. That's what it is, Tripp. It's my deep voice." I said, "Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, let's go." That's my funny story. Lots of funny stories with a 3-year-old. Interesting life. Never a dull moment. Thank you for the opportunity to audition.